What's good, everyone? It's your boy Santo G, back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. That way you're notified when I drop future content. That's every day at 7 in the morning and at 3 in the afternoon. And if you're one of those people that likes to see shorts, I drop at least in between 6 to 9 shorts a day, man. So I appreciate everybody rocking with me, everybody watching my videos, commenting, liking, so on and so forth. If you like this video, at the end of this video, give me a thumbs up. I guarantee you, check out some of my old content. It's going to be lots of great stories, wisdom, overall good entertainment. I have over 600 videos. A lot of people don't even know the amount of videos that I have. It goes back to, I want to say, like almost 2 years. I started this channel in 2021, but just recently I started going harder with talking about my prison stories, my life journey, and just different stuff. At the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I started talking about my life, started talking about prison, and I started letting people get to me. I'm not gonna say the comments, but I just started letting people in general. It seemed like there was a lot of people worried for me, you know, like damn, homies ain't supposed to talk, you know what I'm saying? So my way of dealing with it, man, I just decided to shake it off. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that I have to bring to the table is my story. So if I get silenced with my story and sharing my experiences, what else am I gonna have to show forth or just have something to give you guys, you know? Because like I said, my life now is boring. All I do, go to work, come home, take care of my kids, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love the way my life is. But to sit here and get you guys intrigued and stuff like that, man, if I talk about just my day-to-day life, I'll probably get like 10, 20 views. Versus if I tell you guys a war story, something that I've been through, something that I've seen, I guarantee you, within a matter of a couple of hours, it gets at least 1,000 views. And the numbers don't lie. So that's why I'm continuing telling my story. I'm not going to let no one silence me. But I am going to tell you guys the cold hard truth, man. And that's the reality of things, you know. The way I look at it is, I don't care what anybody says in the comments or just in general. What are you doing to help me feed my family? Nothing. Right? The other people, right? Bystanders, people in my life. People that are telling me, oh, don't do this, do that. Alright, you're telling me all this is fine and dandy, but what are you doing to help me? Did any of y'all call and wish me a Merry Christmas? Straight up. I sent out a few messages and got messages back. But if I wouldn't have sent out those messages, would anybody have messaged me and checked on my family? The cold truth, the only people that actually messaged me and checked on my family and wished me a happy holidays and all that was all you guys, man, all my subscribers. Which is why today is Christmas Day. Today is December 25th. I wanted to take the time, man, to sit back with you guys and thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. I appreciate every one of you. Even if you hating, man, you helping me hit the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And anybody wants to hit in the comments talking about don't talk about this, don't talk about that, my boy, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. It's my life story. I ain't saying anything like saying, oh, he did this crime, he did that crime, lock him up. Come on now. Anything I say, I give very little information so that just you, the viewers, can get an understanding of the story and who is who. I'm not saying any of this to get anybody caught up, and best believe nothing I say can come back to anybody, man. Ain't nobody worried about this little stuff. They got way bigger fish to fry. We got wars and all kinds of other stuff going on in this world. If you seem to nitpick at something that I say, you just unhappy with yourself, and go ahead, comment below. You just helping me hit the algorithm. I'm gonna just give it a heart. I'm not even gonna read it. A lot of times I just heart, and I apologize, but when I'm at work and I can't really reply, I just heart everything. So if you guys see hearts, even when people talking shit, that's why I'm just going through it quick, trying to respond, you know what I'm saying? So today, let's get into this story I wanted to shit you guys here today. I wanted to talk about when the homie Baby Guilty from Monteflores ended up taking off on the CO because the CO called him a punk. And I already talked on this one a little bit in my Santo G life story, but I want to talk about it more in depth. So for this one, it's about the time that the homie boop, bap, 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 knocked out a Huda. And he had the Huda on the ground, laid out in his stomach, covering his head. The homie was just fucking him up. No cap. So for this one, I was celled up with the homie Dro from Southside 18. He actually has the Sucios tatted right here on his hand. It's the first time I ever heard of Sucios. Before King Lil G and all that Sucio movement, he had Sucio tatted on his hand. He was from Southside 18, you know what I mean? Shout out the homie Dro. If anybody knows the homie Dro, that's a good ass, solid ass homie, man. That was my celly for like 2 years. So he works canteen. So I'm in the cell, I'm looking out, and I see them come in for canteen. Out of state in Oklahoma, this was at the North Fork Correctional Facility. It was actually B block. It was B1, Bravo 1. So I see the store come in. Right there, what they would do is they would bring the store to the building. They would lock everybody down, and they would go through the bags, and they would put the bags either outside of the doors, or they would just sit in the middle of the day room, and they would open one door at a time, have them come out, sign for your store, so on and so forth. Well, this was a new Huda. What he ended up doing is he just ended up popping like 4 or 5 doors at a time and was making a line. You line up, and then you go, and they give you your store, you sign or whatever. So my celly had them pop my door, you know what I'm saying? They popped my door, and first thing I did is I went upstairs to say what's up to the homie Babyface from Southside Players, you know what I mean? Shout out the homie Babyface from Southside Players, because he actually saved me from getting boop, bow, bow. I'll explain to you guys. So I go upstairs, boom, and I'm chopping it up with him. And I hear some commotion downstairs. I hear yelling, but I didn't think nothing of it. And then I hear a door slam. Boom. What the fuck? I go and I look, and I see the Huda at the homie's door. And they're exchanging words, and I just hear him say, punk. And he walks away. I'm like, ooh. All right, whatever. I go back to the homie, start talking. I'm talking to the homie Babyface, you know? So now I can't see, because it's the tier. I would have to go look over the tier to see what's going on under me. So I'm talking to him. Then I go over the tier, and I'm talking to my celly because I'm waiting for stores. So I'm telling them like, hey G, just do me last. You know, I'm up here chilling with the homie. That fool's downstairs. It was a no booty Huda. So I'm just upstairs chilling, you know, just chopping it up with him against the wall. Against the doors. I'm right there chopping it up with him. And then next thing you know, I just hear more commotion. And I go and I look, and I see, I don't know if he opened the homie's door again because his celly has door, or what the situation is, but the homie got his door open. I see him, they start arguing to the Huda. That fool just walks up to the Huda. Boom, 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 the Huda just falls. That fool, the Huda just falls, and the homie runs and starts getting on him. So all the Huda, he's laying on his back. All he could do is just turn over. So now he's on his stomach, just balling up. The homie's just getting him. Couple other homies run up, boom, kicking him. Boom. But it's mainly just the homie Baby Guilty just He didn't even need nobody. I'm not gonna lie, I looked over and I just seen the homie on top of him, just boom, 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 boom. So I go and I tell the homie like, hey, this fool's flighting him. He's like, hey fool, dale gas, way, like go down there, fool. So I go and I start running down. Before I even get to where the stairs at, they're already getting sprayed. The Huda ran down the stairs on this side, and that was already getting sprayed. Like she sprayed from the top of the stairs, like so they're already getting sprayed. They get down. So long story short, the homie ended up fucking that fool up. He ended up getting a broken nose, 2 black eyes, because that Huda ended up going back like a week later, still with black eyes, you know what I mean? I guess he had a point to prove. He felt like he got shamed, so he didn't even wait to heal. He was back like Probably even like 5 days later, the Huda was already back and we seen him on the yard. He wasn't working that building no more, but I seen him on the yard through movement and stuff, you know? So, long story short, boom, we get slammed down. Slammed down. We don't even get our tienda. They end up leaving. So, a couple days go by, and now it ends up hitting the homie that had the yard of what happened. And then he ends up finding out that only 2 people went to the back. So he's like, who else was out there? They ended up checking. The homie drove from Southside 18 because he was in the bottom floor. Even though he was working, passing out, but he's still a homie. It don't matter if it's your building or not. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you learn something new every day. And that's why I'm telling you guys this story. So what ended up happening is, I guess whenever a homie takes flight on a Hura, even though when I seen the Hura was down on his stomach, he was done. The homie didn't need help. But the way it is if you're out there and the homie flights a Hura, it don't matter if y'all gotta take turns getting them. Everyone has to be in there. Or if not, what I was told by one of the older homies, this is what I was told. Because I was like, but he had him, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to jump someone. Say if it's 10 of us, we're not all 10 gonna be able to hit one Hura. So what I was told is, what you do, if you see the homies already taking care of them, you go and you give the homies a esquina. They're back here fucking them up, so you're right here posted waiting. Any Huras come, they want to join them. Boo, boo, boo. Go at it with those Huras. You know what I'm saying? But there's always something to be done. So that's where I learned. Me personally, like I said, in the beginning, the homie Babyface ended up saving me. Because I was upstairs talking to him and he had the building at that time. So he ended up telling the homie at the yard, like, look, so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so was out there. As a matter of fact, the homie Thumper, the homie T, if you guys are up on game with my stories, the homie Thumper, the one that I said the homie Shorty blasted him from the back, and then he beat up Shorty, and the one that I took the rap for the phone for him so he could get his family visits, the homie Thumper was actually there with me in Oklahoma. This was like 2-3 years before we ran into each other again in Sat F. So he's on the other side on the top tier as well. But he was on the top tier on the other side, and I was on the top tier on this side talking to him. So me and him were the 2 only homies that got saved. Like nothing happened to us. But everybody else that was on the bottom tier, my bunkie, and I want to say like 3-4 other homies that were down there and out and didn't even get no licks in or didn't even try to give the homie a esquina or anything, they all got boobat. They all went in the cell and got a 2-on-1. I think the only one that got a 3-on-1 was my bunkie Dro, because he was a big motherfucker. That fool was big, tall, and that fool would work out every day. I'm not gonna lie, the only time that I ever had like a good size on me was when I was with him, because he had a whole routine, I said, like a whole Bowflex. We made a Bowflex machine inside the cell, no cap. You guys would like to see how we make like weights out of water bags and stuff like that, several different exercises we use, I'll do a video on that. But you gotta get this video to at least 250 likes. It's gonna get no less than 1,000 views. 250 likes at least, man. And I'll do the workout video, how we make water bags, how we make sandbags, how we make all the stuff that we work out with. You know what I'm saying? Roll up books to use as the bar, so on and so forth, man. So they end up getting boobat. The homie Baby Guilty from Flores ends up catching a new case. I believe he ended up picking up 2 years. So the way it would work out there, if a homie picked up a case, like say the boop, 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 he beat up the Hura, he would have to do his California time. And then when he's done with his California time, they're gonna send him out to Oklahoma to do those 2 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would like to interview anybody that ever was housed out of state as a California inmate. But if you pick up any cases out there, you're not going to do your time in Cali. It's not going to be an ad charge in Cali. It's going to be an ad charge out of state. A lot of people, they were trying to hit them with double jeopardy too. Cali will pick it up, they'll do their shoot term, and then after that, they'll end up going to court out there in these different states. So if anybody ever went through that, if you know anybody that went through that, man, tell them to tap in. I would love to interview them and share their story, man, of that double jeopardy, because it did happen to a lot of homies, man. But this one was just the homie Baby Florida's taking off on that hura. And then I was this close to getting boop, bow, bow, bow myself for not jumping in, for not running down there. Even though I was on the top tier, by the time I would have got down there, you know what I'm saying, I would have just ran down there to get sprayed pretty much. But still, you know, you have to try. The way I was taught, even if you run down there and you get sprayed, at least you got sprayed. Because when you go to the back or whatever, you have that to show for it. Because if you were just like, oh, I froze up and I didn't know what to do, boom, bow, 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 bow. Okay, freeze up again, you know? And it's just the sad reality of prison, man. One jumps, we all jump. And that goes to anything. It could be a different race, it could be a hura, it could even be a paisa, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Any other faction that's not our car, if you see one homie getting down, ain't no one-on-ones. You know what I'm saying? One jump, we all jump. And that's the way we was brought up. That's the way that we was put up on game. And if you guys didn't know that, if you see a homie or anybody jumping someone and you feel like, man, I can't even, at least give them esquina. At least go and post up and give them esquina. Give them your back so that way you're watching out for their back. That's the only recommendation I could give, man, from your boy Santo G. Real Raw Uncut, man. I appreciate everybody that tapped in and wished your boy a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, so on and so forth, man. I wish you guys happy holidays, man. And like I said, man, you guys are my family, because that's cold, bro. You know, that's cold. And the only reason why I didn't even go to like visit my fan bands and stuff like that is because my birthday just passed. October 25th was my birthday and October 20th was my son's birthday. And bullshit you not, the only one that did stuff for me was my kids and my wife. I visited my mom's the next day, visited family. Not one of them got me anything for my birthday. And it's fine. I don't expect nothing. But just know, if I don't get people stuff for their birthdays, it's because I'm not doing good right now. How am I gonna go spend money, take food off of my kid's table to buy you something that I don't have? Now in return, when people, you know that they're doing good, that they can actually look out and give you a simple present, they're over here spending feria on other stupid ass stuff. You know what I mean? And nothing, not even a fucking brew, nothing, like, it's good. You know what I mean? I got that. So that's why for Christmas, I'm starting my own tradition with my family. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nobody else. If it ain't my kids, it ain't my wife, then I'm good, man. Until other people show me otherwise, I'm gonna just stick to myself. And like I said, man, I appreciate you guys, because you guys are the ones that give me the motivation, the push that I need to keep pushing, man. And I appreciate y'all for that. Just wanted to say that, share that from the heart, man. I don't want to be emotional, but I just want to be real. A lot of people get on this platform and they paint a whole facade, man. That ain't me. I'm always keep it real with you guys, keep it 100, and we gonna keep it pushing, man. Like I said, we our own family, you know what I mean? Shout out to all the Saint gang out there. What should we call it, you know what I mean? The Saint gang, the Santo gang, the Saint team. You guys let me know in the comments, man. Saint gang, Saint team, the Saints. Let me know. Unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, it's your boy Santo G. I appreciate y'all.